What's going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back. Yeah, we're gonna be talking today about the Doom Raid 3 3.0. So we actually ended up doing quite well, considering it was our first run of it, and we're moving up to the next difficulty. But yeah, overall, I would say that for sure we are able to, as you guys can see here from the right side, we're pretty much able to clear almost every node. Just Obviously, you guys can see here I kind of got crushed by the tech, and we already hit our kind of our 60% goal line. So I'm stopping there, but we'll talk about some of the nodes that we did do, and of course I wasn't able to do every single one of them, but for the ones that I did do, I can kind of provide some comments and feedback for you guys, so it gives you an idea of what the Doom 3 3.0 is like. But ultimately, I would say fairly easy if you've been doing Doom 2.2 or 2.3 regularly. You won't really see, I don't think, too much difficulty with this difficulty, at least. So here's some footage for you guys. We're gonna speed it up so that way you don't have to watch everything at normal speed. But I would say this was interesting because despite these guys, I think, doing more damage, I think, than the Doom 2 equivalent difficulties, they actually had less health, which is a little bizarre to me. So just keep that in mind. So we were able to go into these Mystic nodes pretty easy because we have some pretty blockbuster characters. I think lots of people are going to run very similar teams. If you got Dormammu unlocked, great. If you don't, you can have a Doom in place of him. And then, of course, Eternals. You can also use Darkhold. Some people also have, some of the some other mystic characters like the Asgardians as well. Yeah, it all works quite well here. We have lots of options we can use. I always enjoy my Cloak and Dagger Eternals combo. I feel like they are fairly consistent, and just a strong team overall because they've got lots of control, lots of CCs, lots of negatives. No issues here. We didn't even bring in Deathpool because we didn't have a slot for her, but you can if you wish. And as you can see there, we didn't have too many issues with this node. And then we're jumping into the second one, and I think what people did too was, because Dormammu is actually a character on the final boss node, what would be a good idea is just kind of keeping your death pool and getting her charges up before that boss node, because that's gonna basically allow that KO. I already had lane mates working on it, so I was not overly worried, and of course we had Dormammu in place of Deathpool, so we didn't really care anyways. It wasn't really our time. Perhaps maybe the next higher difficulty I will take the charge on that, but unfortunately my lane mates were very supportive, and they kind of led the charge, I guess, if you will. I work with a bunch of great guys on our alliance, so very appreciative of the fact that we are all able to communicate and kind of work through these nodes together. So nothing crazy here. I think, as you guys can see, shouldn't really be too much of an issue if you've got your Eternals and your new warriors leveled up. Dormammu is just the extra icing on the cake, and he allows us so much control, so much damage, and of course as well, having that extra revive on the characters makes a ton of difference. So very solid that we could get it done here, and yeah, fairly easy with the one shots. It will be interesting to see if we can get this done as well on the higher difficulties with the same teams, and I will continue to keep you guys posted on that when that does happen. So fairly easy for the Mystics, and shortly after that we moved into the Mutants, and unfortunately, yeah, again, very keen on my team lane mates. They were already popped on ahead, but I was doing a variant of the Axeman plus Rogue, and yeah, fairly straightforward as well. I feel like we don't have the nice Hela Greg combo to allow us to get that turn meter going, but these guys, I noticed, like I said, they do a lot of damage, but they weren't very durable, quite squishy. And of course, it'll be the same process as always, trying to get that first kill. I gotta work on figuring out who the best target is, and of course disabling Phyla-Vell and Moondragon are key because they can kind of remove our negatives. And what I should have done was actually maybe even target Strife first, because he's gonna get taunted, but as you guys see here, Rogue just kind of makes way with this node. And of course, as well, if it would have been nice for us to stun not Doctor Strange, Mr. Sinister, so that way he actually doesn't clone Rogue. And actually, because of him getting, cloning her, you guys can see here just how powerful she is, and it's just absolutely bonkers. I was kind of like telling myself maybe I should have just reset, but kind of stuck with it. Otherwise, I think we would have been able to down at least a couple of these guys. But as you see here, Rogue's just absolutely monster. She just grabs all the net positives, and really strong character. You don't want them cloning her. And then, of course, once we get those initial kills, our entire X-Men engine just kind of goes on all cylinders, and that's kind of where it becomes almost unstoppable, just like the previous Doom raids. So keep that in mind. Definitely for sure, I think when we run into this again on a higher difficulty, might have to just throw Kitty in here, just to avoid getting Rogue cloned, because it was pretty disastrous. We'll see how it goes, but we do get it done here. Unfortunately, Beast does go down, and that sucks. We don't want to use any revives early on, but of course it is what it is. And luckily for us, I do have mods ordered up, because in anticipation for these new Doom raids, we were ready and kind of prepared for that sort of circumstance. But as you guys see here, Rogue is just an absolute beast of a character on this team. Despite not even being on her full team, she does a terrific job actually getting meshed in there with the astonishing X-Men. So the next node was a little wonky. I had to throw in a bit of a sack wave and absorb a bit of the hits first from Phoenix, and then of course once that happened, you guys can see here we were able to actually take it fairly down fairly quickly. Phoenix and Omega Red actually took a lot of the ults. I forget who now, but it was very nice that they were able to kind of get some of these characters down for us, so that way the X-Men can come clean up. Very similar to what we did with the Mutant Scourges in the last Scourge, in the Mutant Nodes. But yeah. Otherwise, getting ourselves ready, and the boss node, of course, my lane mate, being as amazing as he is, actually did a wonderful job taking a lot of the damage already. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That was just a phone call. But yeah. Otherwise, it was fairly easy once we have that sack wave in there. So I might do something very similar to the higher difficulties. I was just testing it out, trying to get a little bit of extra cushion for our X-Men team to get things going. They just sometimes need a little bit of a push, and then it really helps get them going. It will be interesting to see if this rumored mutant raid team will actually be part of the next Horseman team, and of course I don't think it was too difficult, but we'll see how it is on the higher difficulty for Doom 3. Obviously having a bigger and higher X-Men is going to make things easy, but yeah, this at the end here, you guys could just see how crazy Wong is. Like, it's no wonder we leave him last. He's just an absolute beast of a taunter. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Mutants. We do have a little skit here at the end here. I tried to go in here. We just spent the 50 or whatever cores to jump in here to just kind of see if we can clean it up for our teammates. And as you guys see here, we do get in there. And of course, I think I got smoked. Like, Morgan Le Fay just laid waste. So it will be interesting to see how we do the next one. But yeah, as you can see, I was able to, let's see here. We were focusing on some targets, get the stuns going. Of course, she's got immunity, so that kind of sucks. And of course, there's only like 5 characters left. But look at that, she does that ult, and it just kills somebody instantly. And then of course, yeah, you guys can see here, Morgan Le Fay just resists everything. You can't even blind her. It's absolutely bonkers. Actually, just crazy how strong she is. But we were able to try to take down a couple guys for our lane mates, and we do end off actually pretty close here. I just wanted to take down one more for them, but it is what it is. So that was the Mutants part. And yeah, wow, my goodness, just absolutely crazy just how strong Morgan Le Fay is, even in the Doom section. So just great to see her as a character. Just don't want to face against her. And last one I'll leave you guys with here is the skilled section. I think I just have a regular Sacred Avengers team, and just ran a couple of, I think it was just one attack on it, but gives you guys an idea. These nodes are still fairly similar to the ones that we had in Doom 3. Having the team that we do, of course, allows us to be able to take advantage of these just amazing abilities. Like Shang-Chi, look at that, he just kills like 3 guys with his ult. Like, that's just absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, these guys have less health. I feel like they have less health in the Doom 2 2.3 at least, the ones we were running, and I feel like if you have some characters that are geared up pretty high, especially with Dark Dimension 5 content, and you're running your characters for that game mode, you're not going to have too many issues with it. Looking forward to seeing what we can do in 2.1, but yeah, I think you guys get it here. It's fairly, I think from our part, fairly straightforward, and I think we do a pretty awesome job. So we crushed that node out, get it done here, get the rewards. It'll be nice to get those elite teals, like I said, and we'll finish off here with the last one here. The tech, yeah, I just got smoked. I didn't even bother recording for that. I just got smoked, but it looks like we might actually, yeah, we might need those new tech teams. I was able to one-shot the first node, but of course, with Doom using his ult, like, that's not really fair at all. That's not a fair assessment to use his ultimate like that and say you can one-shot those tech nodes, but we'll see how it goes. I'll see if I can come up with some strategies in the meantime while we're getting our Bionic Avengers sort of worked on. They're not exactly available yet to be farmable, and they're not exactly they're not even all in the game yet, so yeah, so you gotta wait till their events and everything. But yeah, hopefully this has helped you guys out. Hopefully it gives you guys an idea. That's what the bow nodes, skill nodes, or the bow nodes are after this actually, but they were fairly straightforward as well. But as you guys can see here, we do a pretty amazing job getting these nodes crushed out here, and our teammates crush out the bosses. So very nice, guys, very nice. So that's it. That is it, guys. That's what I will leave you with here today. After we did the skill, we actually blasted through the yeah, there's our teammates there getting and crushing these bow nodes, and of course, like I said already, we all ended up in the tech section, which is what we want. And yeah, it seems like both sides, left and right, did a fairly decent job. They skipped the tech nodes, which makes sense. I think the tech ones are kind of the deciding factor right now for a lot of these raids, but we got most of them done here, and looks like tech will probably be the new struggling section, because there really isn't a team for them right now until we get the Bionic Avengers leveled up. Alright guys, thank you for watching. As always, appreciate it, and hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. We'll catch you guys in the next one.